we're on the second episode of The Honest Game, and we've got new introductees. We've got Ibs, Arsenal supporter, and we got Kendrick, another United supporter. We're missing out on the two Chelsea supporters, but we can move today. So the first subject is Greenwood. Does anyone want to go first? Because obviously, you know, I've got a lot to say on him.
Yeah. The wood is never
We
green.
got Kendrick a bit scared. Doesn't want to touch on the topic.
I just think the whole Greenwood situation is unfortunate because at a time where United are in desperate need, obviously his talent and his services could have been used. Obviously the sort of situation is unfortunate, and obviously he's still so young, but I just feel like, yeah, he really could have benefited from his services. Does anyone else have anything?
Kendrick's looking a bit scared. You don't want to...
It's like, like the situation.
I got a lot to say myself in it, but
The reason, I don't know. Maybe it's the language of like unfortunate in it. It is unfortunate. It's sad. It's sad on all parts. It's sad for the victim. It's sad for Greenwood himself, and it's especially more so like at a lesser level, sadder for the club, innit?
Yeah.
Like you said, he was a talent and whatnot, but we've seen it in football so many times. You could be as talented as you want to be, but if you're not a good person or a good human being, and I'm not saying that there's footballers who have bad morals who are just like not doing well, but yeah, it got to go hand in hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you mess it up for yourself, he's messed it up for himself.
But do you think United handled it well?
Of course not. Absolutely not.
So as a club, like, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, they got to look at the bigger picture, innit? So what's the best way to like sort this type of situation out?
Can I go?
No, you can go, bro. You can go first.
Basically, for me, I feel like when CPS dropped the charges, obviously on the whole situation, personally, I feel like that's when the club should kind of take hold of the situation, because obviously if you leave stuff like that to go for long, people start to like make up their own like theories on stuff like that's going on. And to be honest, I don't believe the club know any more information than the public know. So I feel like if the CPS has dropped the charges and that's who are the ones that put in the charges there, in the football aspect, that he should just get back into football. Not straight away. Obviously, I think the charges were dropped around before the end of the season. I feel like that was the best time for the club to make a comment on it. Probably put him in some kind of, the Suarez situation, put him in not to say they're comparable, but to put him in some kind of course that helps him get back. So he's young, innit? To make him know what he did is wrong, etc. Like, look after him, innit? Like, just like how an employer looks after an employee. Do you get what I mean? Because that's what it is, the situation. Yeah. And once they get that situation, put out a statement. Obviously, they're not condoning his actions because we don't even know what his actions were. Apart from the recording, we just know CPS dropped the charges. So put that forward. Let him get in his training, and then from there you see his recovery. Then you can make an assessment whether, as an employer, you want to continue with this employee or not. But other than that, like, the guy looks a bit rough. Obviously, people make mistakes, big, small. You get what I mean? I'm not here to justify it, but I think on Man United's part, I feel like that bit of released information that he might get back into the club, I think they purposely released that to see how the public react. And they saw that the public reacted a bit, well, the people that talked about it reacted in such a negative way. There's only two ways you can go about that situation. You're not really going to go and pull out, we want Greenwood back, because it's a touchy situation. So it tends to be only one side that will go, and which is the negative side. I feel like if they pull it back into the club, see how it goes, a bit of the season, put him in, couple games in, couple games out. But yeah, I'm obviously thinking as a Man United supporter in it, because
we need
we're not scoring any goals in it.
Yeah, I sit on the complete other end of that still. I'm not going to lie. I feel like the club have handled it poorly, mainly based on two things. As a club, as United, given that the charges were dropped, United has an invested interest. That's their employee. They have a vested interest. They know he could have prospectively been like 100 million player. There was a lot of value to be put to him. So as a club, obviously, naturally, you're always going to want to protect your assets. That's natural. And so first step, I wouldn't even have left it down to United as a entity to do the investigation. It should have gone to an independent advisory body, and that should have brought about all the things and actually looked into it deeply. Because from the statements that were released, both of them all seem like, yeah, we've heard what Greenwood said, and again, the language, the charges were dropped. My man wasn't declared innocent or charged, but the charges were dropped, and they were dropped.
But what does that make you then?
They were dropped on the basis of the complainant retrieving their statement. So if I slapped you, imagine if we were in school, yeah. You remember if you're in school, someone punch you up.
Yeah.
The teacher asks you what happened.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Are you gonna snitch?
I fell in it.
But no, I'm not saying she snitched.
But that's
by
the
the way.
thing.
But I'm just saying.
I must have snitched to you in private.
But I'm trying to say she did put out something there, and she left it to social media, and then social media.
The evidence, what was out there, it was
a lot.
It was alarming and overwhelming evidence. That's what I'm saying. And when you've seen that as,
but it wasn't enough evidence probably for CPS, because they can go ahead with a charge without you being compliant.
But I feel like the
I don't know about the legal stuff, but personally, from a brand side, from the brand and how it looks on Manchester United, you can't start now investing in a Manchester United women's team, investing in so many aspects and driving as a huge commercial business and having such a big public figure in Greenwood, seeing him as a potential big player and thinking, yeah, it's going to be fine that this has happened and everyone has seen it. There must have been internal things that happened in the leads up. Not everything is out there. You can't deny my man's behavior. You can't deny certain things because we've seen it in its most graphic sense. So the reintegration process, I don't think it's enough to just say, oh yeah, we should, put him through a program, because the Suarez stuff and all of that stuff is a different time.
Yeah, but different time, but and different club that's handling it. But if you're doing an internal investigation, you're gonna have to investigate things, innit? If he wasn't probably with the club at the time, and a lot of people have reported that there was nothing to investigate, because I know they probably didn't get any more evidence then. They don't have any more information, probably from Greenwood himself, innit? But there's no more information, and they haven't really given fans enough to work with. They've just said that they've relieved the player. They haven't even sold him yet or released him yet.
Yeah, but they've made the decision that it's best to part ways.
For the club.
It's just the lead up to that decision.
But for the club. But I don't know if the fans, I'm only speaking obviously on behalf of as a fan, innit? And I don't know, I'm not speaking on behalf of any other fan. I'm speaking on behalf of the fans. Because obviously the club is a brand, and then they've got fans that they have to look after, that who get the players' wages and everything, etc. If the fans wanted him to go, because I feel like, of course, the club wanted to do it. There'll probably be shareholders, etc., that look on it. But I feel like there's a lot of fans that probably didn't want to go, and I feel like Man United did an investigation without trying to include. Obviously, you're saying it's a big brand. They didn't include the biggest part of that brand, which is the fans. But
I think when you look at when they released the statement, a large majority of the backlash did not just come from other entities alone. It was from our fans as well. A lot of fans.
I feel like including the fans is going to be difficult, because there's always going to be there's always going to be a split. There's going to be fans. There's going to be fans that agree with they've dropped the charges, they've dropped everything, getting back into the team. We need them. And then there's always going to be fans that are going to be like, you know what, this is not what the club stands for. The club stands for supporting people, protecting people, and doing X, Y, and Z. So in reality, we don't need him.
Literally.
So it's hard to leave it up to the fans.
I think I'm just seeing it as a public abiding citizen.
It is.
I see it from CPS has dropped the charges, and they've basically said everything's okay. I just see it. It's not enough in today's day and age. But I feel like if everything's dropped, like I just feel like cool, everything's dropped. I'm not gonna put my views across, but I'm just seeing it as in the charges are dropped, and I just feel like okay, cool. CPS have dropped it, so whatever internal investigation they've done, which is obviously going to be 10 times better than what Manchester United has done, like who am I to say the police aren't looking after? But that was
the charges are getting dropped for a main reason. Because the victim retrieved her statement. You can't, like, I'm not a lawyer in it, but forget all the law stuff. Just principle, like moralistically, or even common sense. Like, I don't think Man United has operated from a place of common sense. They have operated from a place of commercial and like capital sort of driven thinking.
United's
Yeah.
a commercial club, though.
If they keep him on, like, what effect is it gonna have on the club in the long run?
Do you think any
Stuff
other
like
club will handle this differently? Do you think Chelsea would play him?
I'm
Just answer your question. Just answer your question. Do you think Chelsea will play him?
personally, Chelsea and United are not on the same scale in terms of the global scale.
Do you think Real Madrid will play him?
I don't think so.
You don't think Real Madrid will play him?
I don't think Real Madrid, bro. I don't think
Juventus
No,
definitely
but-
will play him.
we're literally looking at this, like on a bro, what he has done and what if it was a quiet thing and maybe there was stuff that currently the Anthony situation is all sort of scripted and words in it. We ain't seen nothing, but what we've seen in terms of the evidence we have seen and heard, we cannot deny and we cannot continue to proceed and as if that's just normal. And the best as they have done is to part ways. Even if my man claims innocence or rare tear, it's too late until, bro. How hard can you like run your mouth saying like I actually didn't do that when we've seen this and we've seen that? How do we explain those things that we've seen and heard?
I know. I do understand. I understand everything you're saying, innit? But I feel like the situation is too touchy, so everyone chooses the safest option, which is obviously, as you said, the best situation would be for the club in terms of capital gain. I don't agree with that completely because I feel like if you play the guy in a year or two, just like any other player, like that's got other situations going on, Ryan Giggs, other situations that are totally different, and obviously the situations themselves aren't justifiable. But in the life we live, people are gonna hate you, and he's gonna have peep fans. And if it was, if they played him and it was overbearing on the club, because we don't know until you try. If it was too much, then of course you part ways and it's, you have to go, because a lot of our fans don't agree with this. You can see people not turning up in stadiums. You can see people protesting. But from my understanding, I don't think there was people objecting compared to the people that wanted him. I think more people wanted him to play.
No, they
didn't.
definitely was way more outraged.
From Manchester United supporters.
Yes, from Manchester United
Maybe.
supporters.
Because even internally, I feel like I think they said something about when they were talking about bringing him back, they were saying a lot of the players are actually they're willing for him to accept him and allow him back into the club. But
Yeah, I think they spoke both to the female team and the club. And I think they agreed on that.
I think the nature of the situation, where it sits now, is probably what's best in that they're parting ways. United can help in the background for him to support.
Hopefully they get a nice
support
fee
his
for a
youth,
minute as well.
to
Get that back because
to support his youth, to support the victim, and actually get him into like a sort of process that will actually help him get through whatever he's going through. But I just don't think he should really have a career at United at all, man. It's too big a club to be dealing with someone of that caliber in our day and age. Like,
But just play devil's advocate. He goes.
no, why would I advocate?
No.
What's the devil done for me?
But
I've been screaming Red Devil. All these Red Devils were losing.
But
even with that Red Devil stuff, they need to stop.
but-
But I've seen that recently.
But he goes
Yeah.
he goes to another club. Yes, say Syria. He goes and bangs 45 goals in it. Another club sign him that's big in it, and now he's a future star elsewhere. Would you say United would regret their decisions?
The main thing is when the situation happened, it happened when he was at United. If it happened when he was at Juventus, it would be the same. If it happened if he was at Arsenal, Man City, look at what happened. Like, it just, where it happened, he was at United, so United have to deal with it accordingly.
Okay.
So that's just,
That's
that's that. As long as all parties are happy, the world moves on.
We'll leave that topic unsolved.
Yeah.
Unsolved because it's definitely not solved.
Yeah.
Not free agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Still.
But I feel like the next thing I wanted to talk about before we just get into it was Ten Hag.
Can I start with this one?
Hey, he's a fraud.
Me and you are always bumping heads on this one.
Yeah, because I don't think the guy is good in it.
I'll be real. I thought he was the one, but even I'm starting to question him now because like he's so stubborn. It's like he knows the right thing to do, but he won't do it. Because it's not like he doesn't know the right thing to do, because he'll make subs that make you think, okay, so this is not working, but he does them so late. Like the Tottenham game, he's bringing on subs in the 75th minute when the game's basically done. I don't know about him. I'm starting to have doubts, but I was vouching.
Listen, can I just say, as an Arsenal supporter, you see all you managers, you're getting exposed now. You see the truth. You see, when you're the truth,
I just
yeah,
think
none of
Arteta,
that happens.
I think Arteta lasted longest. Like,
Still giving the benefit of the doubt.
he lasted longer to survive. Do you get what I mean?
Let me tell you something.
Nobody can say
He inherited an Arsenal squad, yeah, when they were down bad. No. He inherited an Arsenal squad when they were down bad. Ten Hag inherited a United squad when you were down bad, yeah. You lot won. What did you lot win? Hey, you lot were down bad.
I don't think he inherited a down bad. He had CR7.
Hey, come on.
He had
Come
CR7
on,
squad.
bro.
That's not a down bad squad.
Hey,
He
a
was still
finished
down bad.
CR7. A finished CR7.
He's
bro.
not. He wasn't finished.
He was
wasn't
still
finished,
banged
bro.
how many goals?
He was finished,
top
bro.
goal scorer for Manchester United
age
at that
of
time.
age.
Hey, bro, that says a lot.
If that's finished, then I don't know what is finished.
But that says a lot,
I
bro.
think we're looking at the wrong aspects of the team, though. You're pinpointing CR7. If CR7 was at Man City, do you think he'd play a second season?
No.
I think he might.
Let's be real. Give him Pep. Huh?
No, they
definitely
yeah,
for a long
He's
time.
37.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
37, bro.
He's
Why
not
would you
a-
go by
But if
Haaland?
it's working,
not a leg-
if not broken, you don't fix it.
I think
but
he
like-
could go on and score.
Obviously, but you need
He may. If he got signed by United, City,
if he
he
signed-
might have scored 25 goals plus.
100. That, I'm not denying that. But when we look at the team, CR7's a good goal scorer. That's what he was.
Yeah.
But then if you look behind him, what's behind him? Garbage.
What? But he was still scoring.
Bro,
Still
garbage.
scoring goals.
Garbage.
He was
crazy.
scoring with garbage. You look behind
Oh
him.
no! Oh, we're on the same.
McFred.
Apologies. I thought you said what's behind him, but no, behind him as in
Oh, as in,
like positions. Yeah.
I'll be like Fred.
Fred scored a goal.
Oh, well done. Well done.
He scored on his debut.
You know, Jack Rodwell scored on his debut.
Yeah,
He
but-
plays for Australia.
Alright,
He plays in
cool.
the Australian League.
Another thing, yeah, stubbornness as well. Again,
With
I
Ten
may be,
Hag.
yeah, I may be back. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal supporter, but listen.
That is definitely.
Hey, no, but wait.
Score
100 mil, Anthony.
He's not 100 mil.
He wasn't.
Why-
You have to
why
correct.
does
You have
he
to
do
correct
this?
yourself. You have to correct yourself.
Okay,
Close
cool.
to man.
But like, obviously, we don't.
Hey,
agree
let's
that
round
there's
it.
the Money in it.
Let's
but
round it.
No,
Listen.
let's not round it.
Okay, how much was he?
Declan Rice.
think 90
if you round
million
Declan
euros.
Rice is 110 million.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, Declan's the truth.
I think Bellingham's the truth. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I don't dispute that. Bellingham will do amazing in Real Madrid, yeah. But have you seen how Rice has come in, yeah, and slotted in perfectly? Like, he's not doing amazing. He's not doing amazing. Give him time, yeah. But I'm seeing the basics perfect. Zip. He's picking up balls,
By the
passing.
way, you guys remember from episode 1, this is what I told you about.
This is what I was. Listen,
But I don't know what.
No, wait, hold on.
In nicely means.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
hold on. Let's deal with Anthony first, and we'll go on to Rice.
Okay, let's stay with Anthony before.
All right, cool. So, good signing, yes or no, Anthony?
And Anthony is a horrible signing. Anthony might be top 5 worst wingers in the league.
But wait, let's say something.
But I think I'm coming. Wait.
That's
Let
a
me.
top 5.
Nah, I'm coming back here. I
Yeah.
honestly think Anthony is a similar Maguire situation. In that
Oh, bro,
he
don't
spent-
talk about Maguire.
No,
Maguire's not a bad player.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Sorry,
I'm not
he's
saying
horrible.
I'm not saying he's a bad player.
You know he's not.
Johnny Evans is
Maguire's
better.
a good. You know, football manager, you have good, superb, and like star player.
Yeah.
Maguire's a good player. He's a 3-star. But
He gets the job done.
He just
you
low
take
confidence.
that 3-star in Manchester United, you put that 3-star in Brighton. Not Brighton, like a West Ham, and now that's a superb player for the team.
It's like Dunk. Probably like Dunk's a good player for Brighton right now. And he's playing amazing.
He's
People
an
say he should
amazing
be
player for
thing.
Brighton.
He could come to Manchester United and be
He'd just
not
be
as good.
a
But
mid-player, do you know
Maguire
what I'm
was
saying?
good in his first 2 seasons.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm trying to say,
You know,
yeah,
I think I saw something on Athletic. There's post Maguire, post CR7 Maguire, and there's pre CR7 Maguire. I think there's 2 Maguires you get. There's one after CR7 and there's one before CR7. Because you know CR7,
I've seen both of them, man.
and which you don't think the one before?
The one before was better, but
I know
Yeah.
what I see.
The one before
I
was
know
our
what I see.
my captain.
He's a good player.
Still
He's
is
a
my
good
captain.
player, but he's not outstanding. But that wasn't even my point. My point is we spent 80 mil on Maguire. When the team changed and what we needed evolved, and Maguire did not fit that no more. We needed to kind of like chop players because he wasn't playing well.
Yeah.
But you spent 80 mil on him. Ollie's still playing him. Anthony, I've seen this brother lose the ball twice in 3 seconds. I've never seen like he plays pinball with the ball, bro. And then when he gets in front of a defender, it's like he has like, I don't even want to use them sort of words here, but it's like he's on a phone on vibrate. He's just, what are you trying to do?
No composure.
Brother,
Still.
80 mil for that. That's one of the worst.
But can I ask
decisions.
a question? Then whose fault is that? Do you think it's the club or Ten Hag?
I think it's you.
Nah, man.
no,
Because
I think-
you
No,
know
but
it's, you know it's. Okay, Kendrick, I meet up with you and I'm like, oh yeah, there's this. I don't know. There's this chocolate bar. And you haven't tasted it before, and I'm advocating that it's a good chocolate bar, and you trust my judgment. So I justify why you should spend £5 on this. You eat it, are you gonna blame me or the shopkeeper or the chocolate shop?
No.
You're blaming me, right?
Wait,
Are you blaming me? Just ask a question.
Wait.
No,
The first question you need to
blaming me.
ask. Wait. The first question you need to ask is who's signing is Anthony.
Ten Hag,
So who signs it off?
Manchester United, based on his judgment.
So isn't it 50-50?
That's
Nope.
what I'm saying. It's
No.
both of them. It's both
It's
of
not.
them.
See,
No,
It's Ten
not,
Hag.
but it's both of them though.
I would say it's both for the
I'm
minute.
gonna be real. If you told me about that same chocolate bar, and you told me that chocolate bar is £5, but I've got £3 on me.
no, you've got ten. You've got £10. Manchester United's got the money.
I got £10. Yeah, you told me that the chocolate bar is £8.
You've increased the price. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm increasing the price. I'm paying £10. I told you I got free. You're telling me I got 10. If I tell you I got £10 and you're telling me, the chocolate bar is £8, brother. If I look at this chocolate bar and I'm like, brother, if I eat this, I might not eat it again.
Yeah.
But I still go and buy the chocolate bar.
Yeah.
But we can't eat again. But we can.
Yeah.
Innit, we can eat again. You can. You've got
Wait.
enough money to buy. Like Manchester United's got a lot of money, but I feel like the way they dispose it. Obviously, Anthony for me, I think it's a case of just literally bargaining. Man United are poor at bargaining. They didn't. Obviously, Anthony now is shown to be like a 25, 50 million pound winger, innit? At most, innit? Because obviously it's just poor, innit? But
25
I
is a
think
bit
when we
harsh.
bought him, you definitely could have bought him for like 50 mil. If you just don't show as much interest in the player, like you gotta realize you've taken Ten Hag from Ajax and before his contract's done. As well as that, you now want to take his players. Do you get what I mean? And Ajax is like Dortmund, they're a selling club. They buy to sell. If you're gonna get outpriced for a winger that you've shown only one interest for, you're gonna get outpriced. So I think Man United, Ten Hag should have, like Ferguson probably would have done. If you hear a player's a crazy price, you're gonna be like, fuck off. Like, I'm not buying that guy.
This is literally my situation in that Ten Hag identifies Anthony as this is my player. But as a manager, you can't just identify one player. Like, what the hell? You must know more than that.
That's your scouting system.
And that's where it's Ten Hag's fault for me, because we have a scouting system. Our
We don't.
scouts-
We actually
I
don't
think
have a
our
scouting
scouting
system.
is horrible.
We don't. We don't have a scouting system. No. There's a
Hey.
difference. We don't have. Like, if we had the scouting system, then I'm telling you honestly, Instagram can sign any Instagram or Gary Neville can influence Man United to sign any of their players.
But I don't think that's
Deep
down
it.
to the
We
scouts, bro. I
prophesied
just think that's
as
down
fans.
to
We
the club.
prophesied that Anthony signing before it came.
Brother, I think that's just down to the club and people who run it. And that's why I blame the club 50-50. Because at the end of the day, if I'm a smart businessman, I'm really gonna look at my data.
Yeah, no word.
You
Before you
work
put
in
the
there,
money down, before you put the money down,
look at
you
your-
vet.
your analytics and you pull what you can from that.
Not really, because you've invested in Ten Hag. You said you're my manager now.
Oh,
So if you
100%
bring him
though.
in and he's saying,
100%.
I want this winger. He's from my club. I know him. He can do X, Y, Z.
You can bring a consultant into your company, and a consultant can look at certain things and make certain suggestions. But you, within your own capacity, sign off on those decisions, and you look at your team and what they can do. And if the consultant's suggesting so many things because he's come with all these new ideas and new system, what you can do is take from it and just be like, okay, we can't go with plan A. Is there a plan B? Plan A was Anthony. Anthony came up telling you 60 mil, then you went away, you come back again, you pay 80 mil.
Same with Mount.
Yeah, no.
Like the stuff that United do, it just don't make sense to me.
But-
Mount is
Yeah,
a
no,
number.
yeah.
That's why I said Ten Hag right now.
Yeah,
He's a little bit
yeah.
fishy for me.
Right now, it's in the
Shall I tell
gut.
you, I think I clocked it with, obviously Ole was a manager that I think he was he was very connected to the club as a player, so it affected him as a manager. He wasn't probably the best managers, but he still was a better manager overall than Ten Hag so far in terms of finishing, in terms of football being played. That I hate
Wait.
Ole. No, I didn't like Ole's style more than anyone in it.
No, but what
Trust
was
me.
Ole's style?
It was no style, but that's the thing about Ten Hag. He's influenced you. He's convinced you, man, that he's got a style of Ten Hag ball. And I said this earlier in the other episode. When we win, there's Ten Hag ball. Everyone will be like, oh, this is the Ten Hag ball I'm talking about. When we lose, they don't know what Ten Hag ball is. But with Pep, if Pep loses playing his tiki-taka or Pep style, if he loses, he still loses playing tiki-taka. He wins playing tiki-taka. It's no change.
But when I look at United, when I see us lose, there is clear indications of where we lacked and what's not working. So for example,
So what would you say from the last game?
Last game, it was clear that our midfield and our defense and our attack was disconnected. Casemiro was left alone. Basuma and Maddison were playing
Circles around.
football,
Yeah.
bro.
But can I ask a question? Why doesn't McTominay or Van der Beek?
You know
Or
what?
get a
You know what?
chance.
Also, you know what? Yeah, Man United right now, you lot are letting go of some good players. You know.
I heard that Pellestri's might
Hey.
even go on loan to Sheffield.
Listen, Palestri.
Earlier.
Hey, Palestri's been performing. The guy that went to Nottingham, what's his name again?
Who? Alanga.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey.
I don't know.
hey,
We do.
hey,
let go of some-
hey. Let
remember
me tell you
saying-
something.
you have
Yeah,
him at
Herrera.
I would take him at Arsenal. Do you see what he? I'll take him as a backup.
To who?
A backup.
To who?
Before we got Trossard, I would have taken him as a backup.
Elanga over
Yeah,
Trossard.
To the
no.
full boy.
I said before we got Trossard. But you see, right now,
Still
yeah,
got Pepe though.
Still got Nelson.
yeah, no, we still, okay, cool. So right now, if we're weighing up Alanga or Nelson, who you picking?
Nelson.
All right, cool. No, I would go Nelson as well. Me personally, I'll go Nelson as well. But I just wanted to see
I
from.
do know he's.
All right, wait, Alanga or Smith Rowe, who you lot taking?
Smith Rowe.
Right, hey, wait, so you lot don't
I
rate
don't-
Alanga like that?
No,
I don't know too much about Smith Rowe. You're number 10.
Hey, no, hey, Smith Rowe.
But I don't know.
Yeah, he's a
but you know
player.
one thing about Elanga? I feel for a minute, last season, he didn't get any game time. That's one thing about Ten Hag as well. That I just want to. He doesn't give game time to the other players, so he doesn't give competition. Mount has no competition. So far, he's come in and he's playing every game. Jadon Sancho is still I feel like Jadon
Hey,
Sancho still gets
Hey,
treated like
Mount.
a young player.
Hey,
feel
Mount
like-
is terrible, fam.
No, I don't. I don't think Mount is terrible. I just don't understand.
I think
what
he's
he
going
was-
through stuff.
Nah, I don't think. I just don't know why he was brought
Hey.
to United. Like, it's not an immediate fit.
Because Chelsea wanted to sell him.
Yeah, but
And
but
Ten Hag said, like, obviously, I've seen this guy playing it. I want him.
But that's the whole point, though. This is what I'm saying.
You know what?
This is what I'm saying.
That's Man United, bro.
Hey,
That's
no,
Man
wait.
United in a nutshell.
I
Like,
thought
someone's
that-
available, we want him. The manager says yes, we get him wherever you want. You know, we went 40. We said no. They said no. We said 45. We said no. We went 50. We said that was our last offer, 50 or 55. Somehow I see we've signed him for 60 more. We are the worst club at bargaining.
It's 55.
It's
plus
the Man
that.
United.
But bonuses.
They
The
always-
tax.
No,
man.
they always ask for 60 from the jump.
Yeah, but if you don't want him, you say 50 mil, buy, and then you go and look for another player. They will come back to you. You know, it's just
Okay,
principle
cool.
of
So
bargaining.
who would you take?
I would have took Isco for free. No, wait, just listen.
Hey,
Hear me out.
no, wait. No, I'm gonna let you speak. No, I'm gonna let you speak. You know what you lot are doing? Hey, you know, yeah, the old era of football is fading away. You know.
Yeah,
The
'cause
new-
you're on
no.
Arsenal football now. You
No.
feel like-
Okay, hey, I ain't even gonna mention. No, listen, I ain't gonna mention Arsenal. Okay, cool. Forget Arsenal now. Yeah, the old era. Listen, the era now is Bellingham, them man there. Yeah, Haaland, them man there.
Yeah, but you
That-
can't
no.
get
That's the
You have to
era,
settle.
bro. No. But that's the era, bro. Kamavinga, bro. That's the new era of. No. I know, but you lot are saying players like Isco and that. Yeah, they're just gonna
But
drag
no,
you down,
you
bro.
haven't heard me out. You haven't heard me out. You haven't heard me out.
Love
You
you.
know,
Hey, no, hey, word of the street is you man's facility ain't changed in
Yeah,
10
CR7 told us that. No. But as I said, Isco, if you get Isco, you gotta hear me out. If you get Isco back to his grace, it's gonna take time. You sign him on a 1-year contract, decent small wages, anything under 100k, like 80k, he'll take it. Innit? You put him on decent wages, you get him in. You just sell the idea that if you can get back to your good football, then you'll be an asset. Do you get what I mean? Just like them experienced players. You buy Asensio for on a free transfer, as well as that. Then you re-sign the loanee that you got, Sabitzer, who scored like 3 goals or 2 goals till his end in that play. He didn't play bad. He played good. It's just that Ten Hag messed up. He thought like us on FIFA. Sabitzer as a holding midfielder. Then we realized that he's a cam. He played in cam. He scored 2 goals. He was better in cam than Bruno.
Bro, this is the.
So that's why you signed
issue,
3
though.
players for 20 mil. 20 mil you spent.
But this is the issue. You spent 20 mil on 3 attacking players. One over 30. Another one.
What's wrong with
But you
age?
still got
No,
the funds.
what do you
to
mean,
go
what's
and
wrong
go
with
pick up a
age?
season
No, but what's wrong with
for
age?
you.
We signed Johnny Evans on free just now. Haven't we? Have we done it?
No,
I
but
bloody hope not. Big up.
I'm for that though.
I think
'Cause
Liverpool just
he's ahead
signed.
of Maguire
Liverpool
in
just
my
signed
eyes.
the old
no.
Edu.
Yeah, but
Edu?
he's not that
Endo.
old though. How old is he?
30.
30.
Experience.
No,
bro, it's
wait. But
experience.
that's not that old.
But he
That's
were-
not that old.
Manchester United experience. No,
He would 3 attacking players, bro.
no. I hear what you're saying. You're trying to say box to box.
Essential.
You're trying to get. But who would you get that's box to box that will come to Manchester United? You can't get De Jong. Obviously, he's made it clear.
Alright, leave him, man.
Okay, this is who I would probably go for if you want me to go box to box. I would have went for Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse?
I would have went for Ward-Prowse.
For what?
I would have went for Ward-Prowse. Deep it.
Box to box.
Like you know when the stew is too peppery, and you just need something to, because obviously you got Casemiro, you got Bruno, but you just need something to settle the stew down. Do you get what I mean? To just make it a bit more bland. No, but Ward-Prowse, bro. I'm telling you, he might. You know,
maybe not Ward-Prowse, but I get what he's saying.
You need something like something that
mediocre player that
I wouldn't
can
even
get the job done in the mix, innit?
No, McTominay is not a box-to-box midfielder. He plays football side.
I don't know what that guy is,
but yeah, obviously we got rid of. No, but I'm telling you.
But do you know what I would have done? Honestly, we was talking about it today.
And Zonzi.
Pereira, we should have.
The one that we sold. The one that we sold that's balling out for.
Tell me he wouldn't work in Milan.
But again, you guys are not getting it though. Pereira is playing as an attacking.
No, he plays as more as a box-to-box for Fulham.
No.
He's an attacking.
Oh, okay, cool. You're
with the eyes.
He does more of the holding. He does a lot of the work for Fulham. You know De Bruyne was a cam before he came. You just change your position.
I'm telling you,
you know how
he runs about, but he's not what United needs. Man.
Yeah.
We're looking at players with a good technical floor.
We need a Pereira from PSG. That's who we need. We need someone.
I'm talking about the bold one.
The bold one.
Portuguese.
You know what I'm talking about?
Portuguese.
Wham.
Always raid. He's raid like raid. No, he's always raid like.
No,
not Danilo.
Yeah,
Pereira.
It's Danilo.
Yeah, bold one.
Bold one.
He's always like 81 raid on FIFA.
Yeah. See them.
Long,
bold head, shiny.
Yeah.
Black. Yeah.
But Danilo's more so Casemiro type. I think really and truly.
You have a name too. You should get.
I'm telling you now. Really and truly.
You could do that Mourinho style football too.
An ideal window would have been Caicedo and Lavia, but both of them.
Hair man.
I'm telling you.
You lot are not coughing up that type of money still.
For him, just like Manchester United, bro.
We don't have that money.
But
you
no,
don't
it's
have
not
that
about the
money
money.
still.
Caicedo's only played 18 months of football. There's nothing.
Let me tell you something right now. You see Caicedo.
We'll touch on Arsenal later with Declan Rice's fee, but that money doesn't touch.
Okay, cool. You see Caicedo.
Looking at the money. Forget the
what
money.
do you mean the money?
You
Money's
see
everything.
Caicedo, yeah.
You got to look at a player. Full stop. If we had the money to buy,
okay, Talisman.
Hey, no. Yeah, he got lazy. He got lazy to the end. He got lazy.
I'm telling you, then you make like if your manager ETH and Ten Hag is so strict, he'll do it, innit? You'll make him fit again.
It's not about making him fit again. Naturally, everyone has their athletic limit. Like,
but
he's not got great athleticism. He's very technically capable.
To get back to the point, do you think if Ten Hag finishes out top 4, do you think should be gone? Because I'm not gonna at this rate, we're not finishing top 4 in it.
Okay, but if he leaves, who you lot gonna get?
Go back to top 4 though.
Is it 5 spots? Yeah. It's 4.
Let me tell you something. Hey,
I think they've increased it, you know.
If you lot don't go for anything other than a title, you're failing.
Oh, come out of here, man. This Arsenal's full of...
It's United. It's United, bro.
I agree.
Hey,
obviously,
it's
okay.
United.
I agree with you. We should be aiming for the title.
It's not Fulham, it's
but
United.
The squad that I think you need to sack Ten Hag tomorrow, innit? No, because personally, for me, that the whole...
I don't agree.
The whole bold face, the whole... Okay, cool. I agree. I know
what you mean, though.
You gotta let this guy know he's under pressure. No pundit out there wants to criticize him. No one's criticized. Only after last game, he's got his first.
Only carried the other day.
Guys, we're 2 games into the season.
Yeah.
No, last season wasn't good. It wasn't good.
No, towards the end it was
he
very
wasn't
bad.
good. Weghorst played more than 12, 15 games. That shows that your manager's got something wrong.
Deep it. He was playing Weghorst centre mid.
Does Weghorst play in any spot?
Is that down to the manager or is that down to the club?
The manager.
That's both with them, bro.
He got rid of... Okay, look, thank you. He got rid of CR7 and you think, okay, cool. I think Jamie Carragher talks about... Wait, let me land. You get rid of CR7 to realize, okay, cool, we need someone that presses. We need someone... Because everyone put this rumor around CR7, he can't run. You put something around CR7, he doesn't move. His movement, blah, blah, blah. Everything needs to be brought to him. You bring in Weghorst. I agree with both. Weghorst started as a striker. Then we played him as a cam. behind Rashford against Liverpool, and you remember what happened. And then we put Bruno left, and
United is going through it right
the
now.
whole squad for that Liverpool game. Rashford's on form. You should be matching him up to Trent. You don't put him up. You put him up front against Konate and Van Dijk. And then the person that should be bunning Trent, Bruno, the one that should be assisting, you put him against Trent. And then guess what? Then number 10, I don't know, is it Hoffenheim that signed? What's the team that signed Weghorst?
Hoffenheim.
Yeah, may God be with them. But you put that striker as a cam.
German League, he'll be alright.
I'll never forget when this guy tapped the Anfield side.
Yeah, like, bro, the guy's a horrible player.
No, but you guys are not. A horrible player is a horrible player, but it's down to horrible decisions being made
From the manager.
And it's not just the manager alone, though.
Yeah,
This is
no.
what I'm trying to say to you. It's not just the manager alone.
So,
it goes hand in hand.
After
Ten
12
Hag-
games, he stopped playing him. Was that the club saying, yo, you need to stop playing him, or was that the manager
That's
realizing?
that's the manager. But what I'm saying to you is, it's a mutual decision in that they made the initial decision made to spend so much during the summer and make a stupid acquisition, Anthony. That's a decision on both parts that was wrong, and it cost us in the January transfer window when we needed a striker, and it's costing us now because the FFP is too restrictive. That even when we've spent money on 3 players, mind you, they will come a little bit expensive. The team still hasn't evolved or changed. Bar Onana, I don't see anything that has worked sensationally, brother.
I just think,
Give him
As in,
time.
Bar Onana, like
Bar.
Onana's the only good
Martinez,
thing.
though.
I just
Yeah, Martinez.
He's
He's been alright. He's been
But
alright.
this season,
You man, know, I think Man United's got a good team to go ahead this season. I think as if you're a manager like Pep Guardiola, I'm not saying Ten Hag needs as much time as Pep Guardiola, because obviously Pep Guardiola is who he is because of experience. But I'm trying to say, if your club is still not playing good football, and you're gonna carry, and you get to, that's why I agree with Arsenal and them. With the amount of money Ten Hag is spending, you can't be doing this. Like, you've got to have some kind of pressure. And I think it was after the Newcastle game last season that I knew that this guy is not my guy. We beat Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. We beat them, and then we got them in their home, St. James's Park. And then, obviously, we got smashed. But I think he came out and said, we lack passion. How can you go, this is what I mean about passion merchants. You can't go to St. James's Park after beating Newcastle in the Carabao Cup and expect to match them in passion. You got to be tactical about it. They're going to be better than you. You're going to have to accept that because they're coming for revenge in their own home. But you can't always blame the players and not let the manager take some responsibility. And this last season, he managed to deflect every response. Anything of losses, he never got one blame. Nothing.
nah, I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
don't
Michael,
think so.
do you think he got blamed for one loss?
He didn't get blamed, but do you know what I think that is, though? Because remember I was saying that there's still, like, majority of the players are still there. These same players that have been there for years and have been through how many different managers, they're still there. When we lost to Liverpool, cool, like, I get it, he's got to put the team out, but at the same time, it's like those players know what Liverpool have been doing to them recently. Like, there's only so much you can go and make the team, but the players have to want it as well. And I feel like a lot of those players get away with coasting.
Because they've never won the league title. But we'll end that one there. Yes, go on to Arsenal. Let's talk about a bit of Arsenal. I'll be honest, like, I think you guys are looking like a...
I'm forced to
It's
be
hard
reckoned.
to say, innit?
It's
Like,
crazy
yeah,
still.
but
And it hurts me.
Obviously, the game you guys played the other day, it wasn't your best game. But I don't like that about you, man. You guys always, when it comes to the tough losses, the tough wins, you just edge it. When Man United get a tough win, you guys be like, oh, it's poor. But
Cool.
like, against Thingy. But when you guys get a tough win, you're like, oh, this is the games that winners are decided.
Listen.
But
Hey, wait.
when you look at Arsenal, when you look at Arsenal play, when they went 2-1 down, they were still playing.
Yeah,
Hey,
When
listen.
United would be 12 men up.
But the question I want to hear is, where do you think you're finishing the season?
Listen,
Is
let me
it
start
time?
off by saying, Meek Mill, I used to pray for times like this, bro. Hey, I've been down for years. I've been waiting for this. I honestly believe, again, last season I said we was gonna win the title. Obviously we missed out. This season again, like I said, I'm a fan in it. I'm gonna say that we're gonna win the title again. You see the Crystal Palace game here? Those are games that we lacked. You see games here when it gets down to the nitty gritty, yeah, we're not pulling it over the line. It's only last season we started pulling, like, the Bournemouth game.
That was the one where Reece Nelson scored.
Yeah, like, hey, the old Arsenal ain't got that in them, but the new Arsenal.
Okay, so
The new Arsenal got
so-
new.
It has character.
Hey,
It's character.
hey, listen,
So,
the waps are different, bro.
As an Arsenal fan,
The
you
waps
said,
are in
you
full,
said
yeah.
where you're finishing.
Yeah.
What about Champions League? Where do you plan to come out? Is it just group stages or
Champions League, I feel like a successful.
Because you might get, you can go down to Europa League, and I think that might be a good decision for you guys.
No, don't talk about
You don't
my
want
team. Don't talk
I
about
feel like your team's still emotional, and Jamie Carragher said it last season. And you still have a very emotional, quite young team. I feel like it might just be a bit too much
the Champions
for
League.
them with the Champions League as well.
No, but you hear what? Ilya, I said, I think we should. Listen, you see, first of all, Champions League, if we get out of the group stages,
I like
if we get out of the group stages, that's a successful.
I don't know if a team can win the league and say if they're coming out the group stages.
No, but wait. You asked me a question. Let me answer. If we can come out the group stages, that's a successful run. If we go past the group stages, right, and we're still performing in the league, then I'll be like, all right, it's looking real. But for me, the only team right now, wait for Champions League. When we do this when Champions League is going on, we'll have a talk. But for me right now, the only team that I can see that will be dominating Arsenal, is Brighton or City right now. If you're not Brighton,
Manchester United.
No. If you're not Brighton,
We got you guys in 2 weeks.
and you're not City,
2 weeks after Forest.
Unless United go and buy
Hey,
something.
Holland
listen.
should be back then though. That's another thing. Holland might change the dynamic.
he might change the dynamic. That's what I was gonna say. He's another good signing that you lot got coming in it. But is Anthony gonna be whipping it with his right foot?
Thank God.
You said this last episode.
Hey, see, I don't weren't even there.
No,
So
that's my manager. Well, Kendrick's at U2's manager. But my problem is he's
not my favourite.
But my thing
Mourinho.
is, I think if any team that makes out the group stages,
Fergie.
Manchester United, all of these teams in it, obviously. But everyone's aim is to win it. You can't, when you come into round 16, every single team, it's just about getting the right team to pair with. So you see PSG matches Real Madrid, you're like, cool, thank God, we're not bucking them yet. So once you're in the cup games, like the finals, it's to win the competition. Because you remember, it's just every team you buck, we just need to beat them home and away.
Once, okay, boom.
Boom, go through. Because the way Champions League, we're deep in it nowadays.
It's knockout
Chelsea
football.
can win it on the like
Casual
anyone
thing.
can. No, but back in the day, they can win it on the quick thing. You just need to be beating whoever's in front of you. When Chelsea are in the Champions League every single season, they're always favourites somehow. They are always favourites because they know how to beat teams in the finals.
okay,
But
so
they end up being. They always end up being.
Nah, they are favourites. They're someone you always have to watch out. They're a dark horse. You always have to watch out for them.
but that's not a favourite though. That's
Fair
not a
enough.
favourite.
okay, then in terms of success, then for Arsenal, what would be a successful season for us?
I think coming in the top 3 because that just shows consistency. You get me? That's what you guys have to aim for. Obviously, I don't know how your fans, Arsenal fans don't know how to.
Fair enough.
They don't know what that is. You guys always shoot for the stars, but consistency. Once you get that top 3, consistency, because obviously, and then because your only people you should be battling with is Man City, and I think Liverpool in it. I can't even put Man United.
Hey,
in that
listen,
bracket.
I keep on.
You should be back. Once you make them 3, because you know how to deep it. Man City and Liverpool had their own rivalry, and I still think Liverpool is a proper team. That you don't. If you enter that battle of rivalry between those 2 teams and you make it a 3-way situation, then you guys are you're a big team in it. But if you make it a thing where you're battling Man City separately and you're battling Liverpool separately, you're just choosing your battles. You need to make it a thing where if you 2 teams drop out, if you 2 teams mess up, you know I'm hearing it.
All right, cool. Can I say something? Again, you lot are gonna think I'm chatting shit. Again, why are you lot like missing out Brighton? If Brighton butts United right now, hey wait, if Brighton butts you,
You know Brighton's the team though.
if Brighton,
As United fans,
no,
we
no,
know.
hey, no, but wait.
People think Newcastle are a good side.
No,
I
but
don't think
wait,
they are.
but wait for them to. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But they're not.
No, the quality. See, we was having this argument before.
Yeah.
The quality of the Premier League has increased dramatically, bro.
100%.
Like for like a good 5 years.
I think the quality of the top 6 teams have decreased.
No. You can't. I feel like that's
Not Man City though.
Yeah, that's why the league
for
is
it.
Man City's.
barring Man City. Yeah, I feel like but so we can all agree right now, that Man City is the benchmark for everything right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
Brighton, when they butt Man City, what are they doing? You know, last season Brighton went on a dumb run against the top 6 teams, bro.
To me, I agree with you.
Man City, I just think they're troublemaker. They're trouble.
I used to work in the stadium, brother. I was screaming seagulls.
Listen,
Brighton and Newcastle are huge threats right now. And I ain't gonna lie to you. even Tottenham, I'm saying it now. I might be wrong, but the way that they're playing the football, they might be something to contest with in the league just for the top 5 spots now. But I definitely think when we talk about the top 6, that top 6 is looking very scary for certain teams.
Yeah.
Manchester
United,
being one of them.
Chelsea.
I just think Brighton's like a lot of teams' kryptonite. You know what I mean? You always get that bogey team where Brighton just know how to beat. But you know the problem with Brighton, they're not a problem. They're a problem when you butt them, not a problem in the league because they lose to other sides. They can easily lose to Nottingham Forest tomorrow. You get what I mean?
No,
All right, cool.
I think now that they're in the Europa League, that's going to be a new sort of challenge because I still think that they can
depth as well.
The others still,
Yeah.
I still think they with what they do in terms of spending, in terms of the acquisitions, in terms of how they play their play style. I still think they sit as a really good top 6 team. Sorry, top table team, innit? It's just a matter of how much the Europa League will affect their team and their balance, innit? Yep. And I'd say the same for Newcastle in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They haven't done that in a while. So
Hey, but you know what? Yeah, one thing I will say about Newcastle, yeah, their depth is looking kind of good.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's actually looking. So Newcastle, they may know what they're doing.
So before we wrap up, we didn't get you guys to what is your top 5? Because I've just been told predictions quickly. I'll go with Ibs first.
No. Go around. Go around this.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
That's tough.
I don't even know, man. I might give the league to Man City again, unfortunately.
Second.
I might give second to Liverpool, maybe.
Third.
Actually, I might give second to Arsenal.
And then third to Liverpool.
Third to Liverpool.
Fourth to Chelsea.
Newcastle.
Fifth to who?
Chelsea.
And yours?
I'm going to give first to Arsenal.
Second to City.
Second.
What? 2?
You know what? Second, yeah.
Oh my God, guys!
I
I told you about these Arsenal.
No. No. Listen.
My brother in anguish.
Yeah. No. You know what? Yeah, no. City again. Sorry, because of time. Now, they're the truth, but I feel like they're getting found out. They've just won the treble. Now this is when it's time for them to solidify greatness.
So
there's a lot on the line.
So who's second?
Second, City.
And third?
Liverpool.
Fourth?
Brighton.
Fifth?
Tottenham.
That's calm. But yeah, we'll end it there. You guys subscribe as I always say to everyone, and we'll have another episode coming soon. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Honest Game. It's always there. Feel free to DM us if you want to shout us for an episode.
Not honest. The United fans are
What
not
a
honest
realist.
either.
What a realist.
That's a wrap.
That's us.
That's it.
We might have to cut.